Hello everyone. In the previous video we were trying to log in and register the user and we were able to do it. So you can see that once we are doing a login and registration, we were able to get the token. Okay. Now what we are going to do in this video is validate the user when you are passing the token. Okay. So we are doing a JWT sign and verify. So what we will have to do is first we have to add the context. So this whatever you are adding in the context will be accessible in our GraphQL queries and mutation. Okay, so here there will be one method I will be writing. I will be accessing the request object. Okay, and from this request object we will be able to call one method. Okay, like auth user. I will be calling one method. Okay, get user, and here I will be passing the request. So from request you extract out the header and then validate the token which is there in the header, and I will be just returning auth user from here. So we can define the get user method, and we are getting the request object in the input. So first of all we have to get the token, and token will be there in the request.headers. Okay, in the request.headers, consider that we are getting the request.header, and there is a one attribute we are getting x token. So we just need to get it from the request header, and if token is there, then we have to validate the token. We can wrap this inside a try catch block. If we are not able to verify it, then we have to throw the exception. Throw new authentication error exception. I think my autopopulate will not work. Authentication error, and we just need to pass your session, means whatever the token you either that is invalid or whatever you are passing that didn't work out. Okay, now here we will be just validating the session by verifying the token. Return await jwt.verify, and we can pass the token because we have received the token, and we need to see what are the token secret we are using, JWT secret. Okay, so what this method is doing, nothing, it's just validating. If we have a token, then it is verifying that, otherwise it is returning the error. Okay, get user, this is async function. So we are calling this get user here, await get user. Okay, and we are returning this auth user in the response. Now consider, let's test this. Okay, consider that we are not passing x token, we just passing some garbage data. Is it not validating? Okay, we have to save it. Now if token is there, request.header, from token we are getting, okay, it should be request.headers, not header. So we are checking the x token. Okay, if token is there, then we are verifying. Let's try once again. Server is started. Why it's complaining? Yeah, you can see authenticated, right? Because we can customize this error, but your session expired, right? Now what you can do is you can do the login, and can I revert the token value? No, I can't. So I have to create I have to do the login again, and if I remember, email we entered is, password we entered is hello. Okay, and this is not true for all the requests. So consider what is happening is if I'm hitting the login API, login mutation also, then it is also coming on the way, and it is checking that you have the proper auth token or not. Okay, so we just need to verify that we need to apply this particular route only those protected requests we have, not for each and every request we have in the APIs. Okay, so for now what I will do is I will just remove this one and try to see. So I'm able to log in. Now I will add this to the token. Now you can revert the code. Now you might be doing something else now, like the previous query, like create user, update user or something. Then you should be able to trigger that because now you have valid token in the headers you are sending. And I'm also printing the user data. Here this is the user data we are getting from the payload. I was printing it, so you can just add a console.log here. What data we are getting in the auth user. Yeah, that's it. So it's just adding the authorization layer before we hit the actual APIs. So just do the testing, and here you can see I got this object using which I created this token, so I can get the email and I can use this user object in other APIs where I need a logged in user object. Thanks everyone.